Hey everybody, it's Istvan82. Sorry, I just need to do something quick. Anyway, I'm back. And, well, there's a lot of shit out there. Let's see. We have great need for trees is what we mostly have. I need to grab saplings and plant more. Or did I plant more? I don't know. I'll have to go check. Yeah, there's rows of them. I'm going to have to take them down so I can actually get to them. Or so light can get to them so that they can grow more. Ooh, nice chunk of wood there. And we'll plant whatever saplings we get out of this pretty much right away as soon as we're done. I should have brought a flint and steel, that way I could just burn these leaves. I mean, they're essentially useless. I mean, if they drop an apple, yay, but other than that, I'm not gonna be... I've already wasted iron on iron picks. I don't want to waste any more on things. Because it's an extreme limited. The next update, though, apparently the zombies will all be dropping iron tools on rare kills, so I'm gonna be doing a lot of fighting if we still have this going. Also, they're going to be increasing the height limit dramatically. So, since we're at Bedrock, and it said it should update all the worlds so that they all fall into the new height limit. So, if that is the case, we're probably going to end up building something from Bedrock all the way up. I mean, just till it reaches the top of the map. I mean, we're already at basically Bedrock, so why not? I mean, we oughta. As long as we're here, let's do it for the lulz. Anyway, so I don't know, I was thinking about random things today. Remembering various fun things. In a way, but not entirely, I miss anime conventions. Used to go to them a lot, but I'll tell you why I don't miss anime conventions entirely. You know, it's just a little bit of that was fun. The people. You meet a lot of cool people at anime conventions. Sometimes. Not all the time. As a matter of fact, the problem I have is the people and how seriously they take themselves when they are dressing up like cartoon characters. It is not serious business. And I know people that literally plan for 2 years in advance for an anime convention that they will be at for 3 to 4 days. This ruins the fun. I think it also ruins the point of the anime convention, to be honest, but if I told them that, I would probably get skinned and thrown into one of the random, bags of scraps they bring to fix costumes. Because you never know when a human skin might be exactly what someone needs. But, I don't know, I went to them, and there's that bread. Pressure plates don't need. These can go in there. But yeah, I don't understand why you would go if you weren't doing it to have fun. No, that's not entirely true. They are not going to anime conventions to have fun. They are going to them to win. They're going to them to win, awards and medals and all that sort of thing, and they're very, very good. So they do. They each have to have a trophy room in their house because of the amount of awards they have won. And I cannot even fully express how ridiculous their trophy collections are. But at the same time, that not only is it they don't seem to have fun anymore, it's they actually get annoyed if you are with them and don't take it as seriously as them. And that's not what I'm into. That's not what I'm into at all. If I'm gonna dress up as Genma Saotome from Ranma 1/2, which is one of my cosplays, then or one of the ones I used to do. I haven't done it in years. But then I'm gonna go and I'm gonna act like a lunatic and I'm gonna have fun. And fuck you. No. But no, that's it. That's it. I'm having fun. Please keep your serious business out of my anime conventions. As I tell you, I have a few goals when I go to an anime convention. Goal number 1. Find people cosplayed as my favorite characters, and if I like them, give them a handshake or pat them on the back, or if I have the money, I'll buy them Pocky. Because they are starving. If you're at an anime convention, you are starving. That is rule number 1. Well, for anything other than ramen, you are starving. You know, rule number 2. After I've found them, find out if they want to talk about those interests. If they don't, cool. I'll leave them to their own devices and wander off. Or, 3. I'm not actually sure how many. 3. Find people that are actually interested in it. If I can't, I skip straight ahead to rule 4. Going out, or hanging around the con, drinking. I mean, not like, oh, I have a serious problem drinking, but hanging out with my friends, talking, and having a good time drinking. Now, I know normally try and pull the, I'm trying to be a good role model thing, but I'll just tell you right now, I like hanging out at anime cons and having a drink or two. There's nothing wrong with this, actually. It's not something that's going to ruin the conventions. It's not something that's going to be a bad influence because I do it past midnight, where if your 12-year-old is still running around the con at that point at night, you are a bad parent. But anyway, that's it. I drink, and I will then talk to the friends I came there with about cosplayers or anime. And none of them wanted to do this, so I went, well, I don't need to be coming to these cons then. Because, no, it ruins the point. It ruins the point of the con. The point of the con is to have fun. I even have friends. Alright, I've been to a lot of anime cons, and let me tell you, there are several things that every anime con has in common. Promiscuity and, alcoholism. And I know, I have friends who've been going to anime conventions for years and actually get annoyed at this. Like, that's somehow ruining the convention for them. And all I can think is, when they get back to the rooms, because, there's always the rave. And they go to the rave for some reason, but they're against any type of, other thing. But then again, they go to the rave in special costumes they made for the rave. Which, granted, it's not real rave clothing because it's an anime con rave, and if it was an actual damn rave, then everyone would be wearing very light clothing that was easy to dance in, yet something fur, because it's soft and, well, let's be honest, rave drugs. But no, they're in big bulky costumes, and it's just okay, whatever. I'm not the sort of guy you should see at a rave. I don't even really, do anything that would constitute rave-like behavior. But it's still fun. And I know the fucking DJ at most anime cons. If you're anywhere near the West Coast, I think is where he is now, but he used to be near the East Coast. Kid Amiga. And, it's not MC Kid Amiga, it's just Kid Amiga. And, he is well known to the point where every con on the East Coast that I have ever been to has had him. God, NekoCon, KatsuCon. I can't remember, Otakon, of course Otakon. He's not always the DJ at Otakon, but usually if he has the free time, he is. Or if he wants to go to the actual con, he goes to the con instead. But yeah, That's he's fun. He's a fun guy. I find him to be quite an enjoyable person, and he does hilarious things. Alright, there's a song by the artist Moby, and the song is called 1000. That's because it ramps up eventually to the point where it is 1,000 beats per minute. 1,000 beats per minute. This makes it impossible to dance to. I mean, no matter how hard you try, or in some cases, no matter how drugged out people at the rave are, they will try and they will fail because you cannot dance to 1,000 damn beats per minute. He plays it at double speed when he wants to fuck with people, and no one knows until they try and dance to it and just go, what the hell is going on here? I remember because first con I went to with my friend, I heard it, and, you know, I'm not a huge Moby fan, but he's not bad, I guess. But I knew the song, and I was just sitting there listening, going, hey, that's 1000. It sounds a little off. Why is it... Why is he doing it? Oh, everyone on the floor looks like they're having some sort of fit. That's why he's doing it. Because they all did. They were all trying to figure out how to dance and look cool. You know, in, you know, their costumes, or their rave outfits, and it made them look like it made it look like the entire group of people was having some sort of large, you know, flash mob like seizure. Like everyone had planned to get together and come here and just have a conniption fit all at once. And it was the single most hilarious thing I had ever seen. And people got offended by it because they couldn't look cool. Let me tell you, looking cool is very, very overrated. Because there is always someone else who will come along right behind you and look cooler. But anyway, he's a great guy, absolutely hilarious, catches me off guard with jokes on several occasions. I won't go into details, but I don't know him that well. I did help him load his car at a couple cons, you know, once he was sending away all his, you know, or putting away all his equipment. But, you know, he's a good guy, sense of humor, and that's why I like going to, you know, the raves he had at the con, because, or the raves at the con, because he would be doing it, and I know I'd get, or it would be good music, good mixes, and at the same time, there are all these people getting angry because he wasn't taking it seriously, and it's just like, you know what, I'm done. And that, and as I've mentioned, I do have, you know, some real life things that kind of hamper my ability to go out to an anime convention at any point in time. But eventually I'd like to be able to go. Eventually I do plan on moving to the western coast of the United States. It's probably years down the line, but I do plan to. And when that time comes, I'm going to take full advantage of the fact that I will be near West Coast cons. Because that'd be awesome. I don't know. Of course, the fun thing... Oh, and this is a story. This was the second anime con I was ever to. I was cosplaying Mad Perot, or Perot Le Fou, from Cowboy Bebop. One of my favorite animes of all time, and one of my favorite villains of all time, because he was a fat guy, and I believe that you should cosplay your weight. I just believe it's one of those things of don't lie to the world. Just don't lie. And, you know, you're never going to make it look good. So just find something your size and cosplay. And, you know, technically he wore a big baggy coat, but you know what? I have a lot of big baggy knee, so I could pull it off. But went to an anime con, and it turned out it was in the same town as the 700th Club. Like, the studio was a few miles from the convention center. And one of the people from the 700th Club was there, dressed as a Japanese schoolgirl, talking to us about what was and was not a sin. I was staring at him the entire time, laughing, And he was just getting more and more frustrated as he went on and on and on about how, we were all, deviant and going to hell, but, dude, you're cross-dressing. It specifically says you're not supposed to do that in the Bible. Do you care? No! So shut up. And then I ate some Bible in front of him. There, that's a story for another time, though, but yeah, I ate Genesis. And I actually lost weight at that con from eating Bible. No, but I'll go into actually the details of that some other time. But it's about time to call it, so I'm going to do that. I will talk to you all tomorrow, and until then, I hope you have a good day. Peace out.